Okay, let's go back. So we know that I know you is conocer. I know your name, since we're talking about information, is saber. What about I know your family? Think about, are you familiar with them? Do you know information? So it'll be conocer because we're familiar with the family. We're familiar with the people. What about I know your address? Is it information, or is it a place or a person? So if you said information, you're right. So remember, when we have information, we use saber. Then we've got I know, that you play soccer. Think about it. Is that information? Is that being familiar with a place or a person? So it'll be saber because that's a specific fact about someone. You know that your friend likes to play soccer. Then we've got I know how to play soccer too. What do you think? That will be a saber because we're talking about a piece of information, a fact, saying that I know how to do something. And then what about that last one? I know your hometown well. Think about it. Is it a fact or information, or is it being familiar with something? So be conocer because I'm familiar with that place. I'm familiar with that hometown. It's not necessarily like specific information, but I know how to get, or I know like your hometown. So that's some quick practice with deciding if you saber or conocer. Now we're gonna do some quick translating. So if you want to write these on your notes, that would be great. You can just pause your video in between like each sentence. So how do we say I know your number? So think, first of all, do we use saber or conocer? So we'd use saber because that's fact. So we want to say I know. So what form of saber would we use? We'd say sé. What do you think number is? Yep, so you'd say sé or yo sé tu número. What about I know your sister? Think about it. Is it a piece of information? Are you familiar with a person or a place? Decide if you use saber or conocer. So we'd use conocer. We need to change conocer to the I form. So it's a conoce or conozco a tu hermano. Because remember, we've got our a. Since we're talking about a person, we need our personal a connecting conocer and the person. Okay, 4 more. You know how to play volleyball. So think, is that a fact? Is it knowing how to do something? Or is it being familiar with people or places? So it's going to be a fact. So we use saber. We need to change saber to the you form. It'll be sabes. So if we're saying we know how to do something, we have our conjugated form of saber, and then we have our infinitive verb, or the verb that we do not change that ending at all. So you got, tú sabes jugar al voleibol. You know how to play volleyball. 3 more. We know Belleville. So think, do you need saber or conocer? Are you familiar with the place? Is it a specific fact or information? Do you know how to do something? So we're going to use conocer. So we say conocemos Belleville. We know Belleville. We've been there before. And then what about they know me? Are they familiar with something? Is it a specific piece of fact or information? We say ellos conocen, because we got to change conocer to the they, a mí. And our last one, I know them. So think about what verb you might need, how you might have to change that verb to the I form, and what do you think them is? So we can say yo conozco a ellos. I know them. Yo conozco a ellos. Okay, so that's just a quick run through of saber and conocer. If you want to go through that puzzle, that might be a great help. You'll listen to Senor Jordan kind of talk about some things, get some more examples, see it more in context, and that will help you moving forward. So you're going to do this, and then we've got saber versus conocer boom cards. Or if you've contacted me, I've got a worksheet for you as well. But you decide, you just need to email me, stay in contact with me. I hope you have a good rest of your week, and thank you for watching.